Hey everyone, welcome back to Angie's Corner. In today's video, I will be showing you how to crochet this gingham mug cozy. So let's get started. To start off, we're going to need some yarn. So I'm using, for my lightest color, I'm using this really light gray. Then for my medium color, I'm using this little bit of a darker grayish. And then for my dark color, I'm using black. We will also be needing some scissors and a 5mm crochet hook. So without further ado, let's get started. We're going to start off with our darkest color. So for me, I'm using black, but you can use any other darker colors. We're going to make a slip knot. And then we're going to chain 40. Once you have chained 40, we're going to add on 2 extra chains. And then from our hook, we're going to count 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to go into this stitch right here and make a double crochet. Okay. Once you have that, we're going to make 3 more double crochets to make a total of 4 double crochets. We're not going to finish our last double crochet. What we're going to do is we're going to color change. So we're going to grab your medium yarn and we're just going to place it on our hook, just like that, and then pull it through both loops. And to make it easier for me, I am going to be crocheting over my ends. So here I have it over my hook. As you can see, the old color that we had here. And I just have it over my hook, and I'm going to do a double crochet. And as you can see, it is hidden in this stitch right here. So that's what we're going to be doing to make it easier for us. We're going to do 3 more double crochets without finishing off the last double crochet. And to color change, we're just simply going to grab our yarn and put it over our hook and pull through the rest of the 2 loops. Now we're going to be doing 4 double crochets with our dark color, and we're going to keep repeating this pattern up until we reach the end of the chain, and you should have an equal amount for each of these clusters. Once we have finished double crocheting all the way to the end of the row, as you can see here, I have 2 loops left, and we're just going to pull it through with our regular gray yarn, turn our work, and we're going to be working over the black yarn end. So we're going to go through it, or put it over your hook, insert your hook into the stitch, make a single crochet, and then in that stitch right here, we're going to make another single crochet. And that just makes our ends a little bit straighter. Now we're going to just keep doing the same pattern we did in the previous round. 4 gray double crochet and then 4 black double crochet until we reached the other side. Once you're finished crocheting all the way to the end of the round, here's what our project should look like. This is going to be the back, and then the other side is going to be the front. I just need to cut off some of these ends. But I have 2 loops left on my hook, and I'm going to color change now. So I'm going to take my gray, put it over my hook, pull it through, and then we're going to turn our work, single crochet into the first stitch, and then in that front post right there, we're going to make another single crochet, And then we're going to make 3 more double crochets. Once you're on your last one, we're going to color change to the lightest color that you have. So for me, it's this really light gray. We're going to pull it through both loops, and we're going to work over our gray yarn. So we're going to insert our hook, make a double crochet, and then make 3 more double crochets. And then we're going to switch back to gray. So put this behind you, and with our gray yarn, pull it through. And we're going to keep repeating this pattern all the way to the end of the row, just like this. Once you have reached the end of the round, we're going to do the same pattern all the way back. Let me show you how to do it. So we're going to yarn over and pull through with the same color, and we're going to turn our work. We're going to put this gray yarn end up top here, and we're going to insert our hook into it and into the stitch as well. Make a single crochet, and then make another single crochet in that front post. And we're going to go across and do 3 more double crochets. And now we're going to be doing 4 gray ones and then 4 white ones, and we're going to keep repeating that until we get to the end. Once you have reached the end of the round, we're going to grab our black yarn here, and we're going to cut it off from the bottom. And we're going to use that end to connect it up top here. Then we're going to turn our work. Here we have our gray yarn. We're going to go under it, go through the stitch, make a single crochet, and then in that front post here, going to make a single crochet, and then we're just going to do 3 more double crochets. And if you see the yarn going through the posts, you can always tighten it, just kind of pull it loosely. Now we're going to color change, and now we're going to keep going with the gray. Now we're going to switch back to black and do 4 double crochets. Now we're going to keep repeating this pattern all the way to the end of the row. Once we are finished with that row, we are going to go back again and do the same pattern as this row right here with the gray and the black. Alright, so I finished the row and I went all the way across to here. Weave in all of your ends, and you can also cut off this gray yarn as well, and we're going to be using black as our main color for the straps. Okay, so I cut off my gray yarn, as you can see here. This is the back of my mug cozy, and then this is going to be the front. Now we are going to create the straps for the handle. So we're going to chain 15. Once you have chained 15, we're going to flip our project to the side right here, and we're going to go all the way to the end of our stitch right here. We're going to insert our hook and make a single crochet. Now we're going to be single crocheting across the other side of the chain that we did in the beginning of the project, and we're just going to do 1 single crochet in each of the chain stitches all the way until we reach the end right here. Alright, so I reached the end here, and we're going to chain 15 again, and we're going to be single crocheting into this first stitch right here. And then we're going to single crochet across the row all the way until we reach the other strap. Alrighty, and once we get to the end of our row, we can pass on off. So I like to just chain one and then cut off my yarn and then weave in my end. Okay, so I weaved in my end. Let's go try this on our mug. Alrighty guys, this is how our mug cozy turned out. I think it turned out really cute, and it's also removable. I also love the checkered look. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more tutorials. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!